Hello and welcome to Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV and to Project Escort Episode 2. So what have we been up to in the Escort? Well, not a lot really. We've covered about 160 miles in the car so far since we purchased it. But we have had a wee bit of an issue with the car alarm. So I noticed that the car alarm was starting to play up last Thursday. I went out, took the car out to a group I'm involved in, and came back to the car, unlocked the driver's door, and the alarm started going off. I'd done this before and I'd thought nothing of it, but it took me a wee while longer to get the alarm turned off. So, car drove back with no issues at all. Now it came to Friday, so I thought, right, we'll get the car back out again, we'll take the wee man up to his swimming. And it took me about 10-15 minutes to get the alarm off. It just kept blaring and blaring and blaring. So much so that when we got to the swimming pool, well, the wee man was having his swimming lessons, I sat in Google figuring out how to disconnect the alarm sounder. Now, if you don't know how to do this in an Escort, the alarm sounder is basically in the boot. I actually thought it was connected to the driver's horn on the steering wheel, but it's connected to another power sounder alarm in the boot on the left hand side. So I managed to disconnect that. Car drove okay for another couple of days. Got into the car on Sunday morning and could not start the car. I thought it might have had a flat battery, but it turned out to be that the alarm was still active and had immobilised the Escort. So that led me to spending the majority of the day thinking, oh, this is a joke. I'm thinking about getting rid of it. It's not cracked up to be cracked up what it's all to be. And somehow I just spent all day reading it. I checked the fuses, I checked the relays. If you want to know where the fuse box is on an Escort and the relay box, it's down on the driver's side by the driver's door. You pull a flap, you unscrew the bottom of the panel, and the fuse box just unclips out and drops down with a relay box in it as well. So again, to no avail, that never worked. And somebody had said it was maybe something to do with the central locking. Now what I've found on this car is that it's got two keys. The torch key here, that operates the ignition, the passenger door and the boot. This key operates the driver's door lock only. So it's a different lock in the door. So I don't know what's happened to the original lock. Maybe there was a problem with it, I don't know. Or when it was in storage, it's been maybe pilfered. But I can basically unlock the passenger door, then reach over and unlock the car manually from inside, which deactivates all the other doors, and I can turn the car on. So I thought I'm going, nah, that can't be right. So done it another couple of times, car started up, took it for a run, just round the block, came back, turned it over again, started on no problem at all. Then parked up overnight, came out on Monday, done the same trick again first thing in the morning. Went through the passenger door, unlocked it from the driver's side from inside. This car started, not a problem. So, I then spent the majority of the day in between work just putting the car back together, putting the fuse box on back together, putting the trim back together, and went out again in the afternoon in the car, and car started no problem. As long as you go through the passenger, as long as you unlock the passenger door and reach over and unlock the driver's door. So hopefully that's that issue resolved. But it did sort of spoil my day on Sunday because I'd actually planned to go to a retro car meet with this. The weather was rubbish anyway, so maybe that was a blessing. But I also wanted to pick up a couple of things at the scrapyard. One being a spare wheel for the car and a cigarette lighter or a 12 volt thing you just put into the socket. But I never got any of that. So potentially this week on Sunday I'm going to take this car. I wasn't planning on taking this car. I'm going to take this car to an autism car show, a car show supporting autism. I was going to take the Cactus, but I might take this instead and then stop by a scrapyard on the way back and pick up a spare wheel. So that's it. I haven't done any jobs on the car at the minute. I just thought I'd just do a wee blog. So hopefully get a spare wheel. I want to try and, if I can this weekend, pull the stereo out, get some removal keys, pull the stereo out and have a look to see if it's just a fuse not powering the stereo up. I've also seen, I'm hoping it was still there, a set Mark 6 Fiesta alloys for £45 on Marketplace. Hoping it may be still there because that's quite a bargain for a set of tyres. 3 tyres are still good. There's some marks on the alloy. One of the alloys is that it looks as if it's had a blowout or something like that. The tyre's absolutely wrecked. And there's maybe a wee bit of damage to the alloy on the face. I'm hoping it was still there because I think that'd be a nice cheap little upgrade for a car. Much as I like the wheel trims and steel wheels, I think just give the car just a wee bit, make the car look a wee bit better. Put it on a set of 5-spoke Z-Tech alloys, and then that allows me a wee bit more cash to play with if I wanted, because I really need to have a look at this speedometer issue, see if it needs this VSS sensor. So, and the price, some of the prices are ridiculous. What I've been seeing on eBay, and even the stereo, if I wanted a replacement stereo like for like, it's silly money for the stereo. So that's not really much of an update for Project Escort. It's just more of what's happened to it. So what I'm going to have a look at, see if these alloys are still available, because if they are, I might just snap them up. £45 for a set of alloys isn't bad. And see about a spare wheel. I mean, I've inquired about alloys from a guy that was breaking a GTI, and he was looking for £300 for some GTI alloys. So yeah, so I'm gonna just get cracking on the car. So yeah, so I think I've rambled on a wee bit too much for Project Escort. So join me in a future video where we'll be looking into Project Escort for another job. We'll probably look at the stereo next if I get the chance to, and see what's what, and if I'm going to have to either replace it or get an original or an aftermarket one. But that's it for Project Escort at the moment. Don't forget to like and subscribe at Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV, and I'll catch you in a future video very soon.